Hi everyone! Welcome to today's reading. Today we're looking at why your spirit guides are proud of you. So I pre-shuffled out some oracles and you have three objects to choose from here. You could also choose from any of the three images in the beginning of the video. So pause now if you need a moment. I'm also going to show you guys the items. So first up we got this moon. I'm not sure what it's made out of, but it was a gift from my roommate for Christmas. I hope you guys had a good and safe holiday. I hope y'all are having a very good new year and wishing you guys the best, of course. For pile number 2, we have this unicorn. And then for pile 3, we have this dragon's tooth amethyst. So pause the video now if you need a moment. The timestamps are down below in the description box, and I'll meet you at your piles. Hi, pile 1. Welcome to your reading. Those of you that chose this cute little moon thing, welcome. If these readings resonate with you, please don't forget to leave a like down below, comment. I really love reading the comments and seeing how these readings resonated with you. And yeah, so I pre-shuffled out these oracles, and then we'll pull some more cards after the oracles. How do I want to do this? Put this here. All right, pile 1. Why are your spirit guides proud of you? Let's find out. Oh, I love this so far. Oh, what a nice reading. That's so nice. Okay, so you got knight, loyalty, romance, and chivalry, a love of honor, child magical, seeing the potential for sacred beauty in all things, the belief that everything is possible, inner guide from deep inside, serious star blessings, yes, proceed, be seen, push through, golden Christed dragon brings you to higher love so that you embody the Christ light, forgive, healing through rest, prudence with the Eight of Pentacles, and go within. So, pile 1. First of all, the reason why your spirit guides are proud of you is you are such a loyal, devoted person. Like, you will do absolutely anything, not only for the people that you love, but like for people in your vicinity that need your help, or even if they don't need your help, I feel like even if you were just passing by and like, I don't know, I feel like you're the kind of person that like if you were stopping, like let's say it's a hot day for example, and you were stopping to pick up some ice creams over at the ice cream stand or whatever, and you see some people just kind of stand around and they are just hot and standing there, you'll pick up some ice creams and like give them out to people just to make them happy. Like you just kind of like, I feel like, go out of your way to be a light in people's lives, which is super beautiful. You really, really, like this card says, you see the sacred beauty in everything. You really appreciate all of the uh, the details and the beauty in life, things that people might normally look over, or things that people might not treasure as beautiful. When you understand that it's important, um, like people might not see how a certain leaf, like falls off of a branch or something, but you see it and it's beautiful to you, or you don't, somebody else might not notice, like let's say, this is something that I notice. I don't know why I'm being called to say this. So maybe somebody out there really likes sunflowers, or you guys really like gardening or something like that. But there was this one time when I had a really tall sunflower that I grew, and I noticed that it was a really like it was a great home to a lot of different bugs, and like on every different leaf was like a different town or like like let's say like there's one ladybug that lived on one leaf, and then there was like a spider that lived on another leaf, and then on another leaf maybe the spider had an egg sac, and then on another leaf there were like a couple flies that like to hang out there, like something like that. And I like to like I would go check up on this like little like bug neighborhood to see what was going on there every day, because I just wanted to see what they were up to. It was fascinating to me. So I think you're kind of the same. Like you really, really take in and appreciate the small details in life that make life wonderful and beautiful, and really aren't small at all. And you're really capable of seeing that beauty and treasuring it. And because you are able to treasure and embrace that beauty, you are able to reap a lot more from the universe than people who don't see and appreciate and treasure that beauty. And then inner guide from deep inside, you really, really follow that inner voice. Here it is. I was like, but there's another card that said the same thing. It was this go within card. You are very in tune with your higher self. You're very in tune with your spirit guides. You take time to listen and make sure that you're hearing the messages properly before you act on them, and then you trust that you did hear it accurately. And you have faith. You have faith in how something is going to work out. So let's say you receive a message from your spirit, your angels, your ancestors, your higher self, whatever it is that you believe in. Um, you will act upon that message and have faith that whatever it is you set upon to do, whatever it is you're trying to manifest, you have faith that that's going to show up for you, because that's what was promised to you. And just because it's not showing up, or because it's taking a while to show up, it doesn't knock at your faith. And even if it does, you know that you just have to take time to recenter yourself and go within. You understand that anything in this life worth having is worth waiting for, and it takes a lot of hard work to get. You know that manifestations don't just come just because you want it. Like, that's not how they work. You have to actually take steps toward them. You actually have to have faith. Faith is a currency, right? So when you have faith, that's like you spending money with with your angels, with the universe, with your spirit guides, saying, I'm yes, I'm buying this. This is what I want, right? Um, so you really, really take the time to center yourself, go within, do the work, and you're not afraid of being seen, putting yourself out there for the things that you really want in life. You understand that in order to achieve whatever it is you want, in order to get whatever it is you want, you have to put yourself out there. A lot of the times, it's not just going to come to you just because you want it, just because you are a spiritual person and you put in your work and you know your karma's balanced out and this and that. You still have to put yourself out there, and you're not afraid to do that. So props to you, pile number one. Bless. Um, that's what a lot of people miss with the manifestation stuff, like what I was saying before. Like, it's not just about thinking and believing that it's going to come to you. You have to do the work that's going to take to make it happen, and you have to do the even harder work of putting yourself out there, right? And this healing through rest card, pile number one, you know when to rest. You know when to prioritize yourself. You know that these works aren't going to come about from a tired and unhealed body. You know that in order for you to produce your best work, you need to be your best self. So you really invest in yourself because you understand your body, your mind as your spiritual temple. You understand it as a gift from the universe, and you understand that you know your body is only going to serve you as much as you're able to serve your body. So you really take care of yourself and you put the work into or work. I guess for a lot of people it's work, right? um Resting and taking time to yourself. But you do that and you make sure that you don't get burnt out. You always make sure to prioritize yourself, your self-care. Yeah, so you can continue to do this work and help others as well. And then with Golden Crested Dragon, um, brings you to higher love so that you embody the Christ light and forgive. You have a real strong character of forgiveness. You are able to forgive people wholly and truly. You understand that we came to Earth to make mistakes, right? So you don't really hold somebody's mistakes against them because you understand that as a part of their journey, a part of their life lessons. That's a part of their, spiritual lessons, right? Um, we all come here to learn and to better ourselves, and if we are making mistakes or doing things against other people, that's something within our spirits that we need to learn how to transmute. Um, and I think you believe that everybody's capable of the same good, just as everybody's capable of making the same mistakes. Just because a lot of people don't have it in their heart to do certain things doesn't mean that we don't all fall somewhere on that spectrum, and you really understand that. So you understand that just because somebody's done bad or harsh things, that doesn't necessarily make them a bad person, and you're able to really dig deep within your spirit. You don't even have to dig deep because it's not even like a chore for you. It's just kind of like, I don't even want to say like automatic, but you are just so connected to spirit, to God, to Christ, to the universe, to the most high, to your higher self, that you are so understanding of the collective and the individual as a whole that you can't hold the mistakes against this person. Um, you forgive them. You say I see you and I forgive you. Whether or not whether or not that's something you actually say out loud or to yourself, but that's kind of like your attitude toward the whole thing. I see you and I forgive you. And you probably pray for that person too, which is a really, really beautiful thing, Pal One. You are such a beautiful person. Pal One. I'm so glad that you're a part of my collective, and I would love to have you as a friend. So let me pull some tarot cards for you. If this reading is resonating with you, don't forget to leave a like, subscribe. I really love reading the comments and seeing how these readings resonate with you. If you are on Twitch, I'm on Twitch too. The information is down in the description box, as well as information to book a personal reading. Okay, spirit guides of my pile one. Are you proud of pile one? If you're sensitive to volume, now would be a good time to turn down the volume just until I finish shuffling out these cards. Why are you proud of pile one? Spirit guides of my pile one, please. Let me straighten out these cards. Okay, so you got the Devil, the Hierophant, the Death card, the Queen of Cups, and the Knight of Pentacles. So this is really nice. Don't be scared of the cards. With the Devil card, what this is really saying is that you really free yourself from any types of bondage. You don't allow yourself to become bound to more materialistical materialistic things. You're in this world, you're not of it. You're calling the things that you're interested in. They're of a higher purpose, they're of a spiritual purpose. You don't fall to these lower vibrational things, these lower vibrational energies, whether that's gambling or drinking or that sort of stuff. Like, and I'm not saying like nothing's wrong with that, like anything in moderation, but what it is you don't allow these carnal desires to have any control over you. They don't control your life. They don't have any say over who you are, which is beautiful. Um, and yeah, like with the Hierophant, and I was really picking this up too with your like earlier in the reading. You're a very morally upright person, which is beautiful. You just have a very natural inner compass, a natural inner guide. I think you've always been this way since you were a kid. You've just always naturally known right from wrong. Um, so I don't know, you could be like a newer soul, like like a rainbow child who is very, very pure, like your first incarnation sort of thing. Yeah, because I'm just getting like your energy, your aura is so it's like a pastel rainbow with a lot of lavender and pink in it, and I love it because that's my vibe. That's really my vibe, and I love it. Um, so you're just kind of like this little ray of magic and wonder and sunshine, and you're just so like pure and I don't want to use the word innocent because innocent kind of implies naivety, which is not true. You're very intelligent. Um, but yeah, there's a pureness to you. There's a holiness, a strong moral compass. And with the death card, you're not afraid of going through big transformations. You know that it's necessary in order to achieve the best that we can within our lives. You know that we need to go through many transformations. We need to go through a lot of shedding of things that are old, things that don't serve us, and death is just a natural part of life. So you're very very good at taking challenging things as they come, which is beautiful. And you always try to integrate the good in it. You always try to help others to see the good in it. You always naturally are able to see the good within the bad. And I think other people are very surprised to hear how you kind of default to that perspective even when things are going very bad for you. Like, let's say, I don't know, let's say somebody knows you're going through a tough time right now. Um, and they're talking to you to try and console you and cheer you up, and you're like, well, actually it's okay because later on I have a massage and I'm gonna go see my friend Sarah, and we were gonna go get our favorite donuts, or something like that. Like, you are always able to kind of default to the brighter things in life because you understand that the good comes with the bad. It's a part of it. um you can't choose what happens to you, but you can choose how you react, and you can choose how things have, you can choose whether or not things have control over you. And you don't allow difficult circumstances to have control over you, which is beautiful. And with the Queen of Cups, you're able to be so loving and emotionally open and giving despite whatever it is you've been through, and your spirit guides really, really admire that, as well as other people around you. And I'm really noticing these little baby cupids here. Um, so yeah, this is um, pointing me back to the message of innocence, of I know I said I didn't want to use that word, but of just absolute purity. And there's a purity to your um, emotions as well, I want to say. So I feel like you are very transparent about how you feel. And if you're not transparent about how you feel, you are able to process your emotions in a way, or not in a way, you're able to process your emotions kind of immediately. You don't put them off, you don't put them on a shelf for later. You're not afraid to approach your emotions. They're not like a big scary monster to you like they are to some people. You're able to sit down with yourself and feel the things that you need to feel and explore the things that you need to explore, and then let them go and go ahead and live your life from there, which is a really beautiful thing. And then with the Knight of Pentacles, this is also connecting back to the Eight of Pentacles here. You are very prudent in your work. You're very meticulous about the details. You might take longer to produce something, but the things that you produce are immaculate. And you might be a little bit of a perfectionist, but that's okay. You know, as long as it's not to like the detriment of your sanity or anything like that, right? But the things that you put out into the world are of such a high quality, and it's because you don't take the time to rush. Um, you really take the time out to plan things and go over the details and go over every little way something could go wrong so you can have, you know, all your backup plans that you need to have before anything happens. Um, which is great. I'm gonna pull you an affirmation card before you go. If you made it this far, thank you so much. Leave a little heart down below. All right, let me grab a affirmation for you. Spirit, can I please have an affirmation for pile one? The power to change my world lies within me. If you concentrate on the negative, you will only see the problems. If you concentrate on the positive, you will find solutions. The power lies in your thoughts. Don't sabotage yourself for something that hasn't yet happened. Thank you so much, pile number one, for being here with me today. I hope you're having a wonderful start to your new year. Thank you so much for letting me read for you. Again, please leave a like, comment down below. Really helps out the channel. And I hope to see y'all in the next one. Bye. Hi, Pile 2. Welcome to your reading. Those of you that picked this little unicorn guy. I pre-shuffled out your oracles. Today we're looking at why your spirit guides are proud of you. I don't know how I want these yet. All right, let's get into it. Child eternal, determination to remain young in body, mind, and spirit. Ability to see things with fresh eyes. Unexpected, surprising developments. Puppet. Dropping shields, divine love, your heart is healed. Crystal skull wisdom, clarity, divine healing, high vibrational energy. Knight of disc, the gourmet chef. Inspire. Rainbow dragon brings the leaps of joy that opens new doors. And ask for guidance. Beautiful. So right away with the ask for guidance card, pile number 2, one of the reasons why your spirit guides are so proud of you is that you're not afraid to come to them for guidance. You're not afraid to reach out when you need help. You know that if you need help, they're going to be there. So you ask and you shall receive. Which is a really awesome thing, pile number 2. They are so grateful. So I'm feeling like this is probably your ancestors too that are really coming through. Really grateful that you're grateful for them and they're grateful for your faith that these things are going to come to you when you ask for them, that you have faith in them to not only trust your burdens with them, but that they should deliver your blessings as well. Um, which is really, really beautiful, pile too. And with this puppet card, what I'm getting is that you are nobody's puppet. Nobody is going to tell you how to do, how to act, how to be, how to feel. You are 10,000% your own person. And Spirit absolutely loves you for that. Um, because that's what we came here on this earth to do. We came here to embody ourselves, to be the fullest versions of ourselves that we can possibly be. So you are not afraid to live your life, let your light shine, to like the things that you like, to speak your truth when the time calls for it. Um, and you are never afraid to live in your authenticity, which is beautiful. I think you understand that there is no other way to be. Um, and people are really inspired by that. I think you are a real inspiration to others. So I don't know if you're another one of my tarot readers out there, or if you do something where you speak to a lot of people, or if you're visible, or even if you're not, maybe you have a coworker that looks up to you, or a younger sibling, or a family member, or a friend, whether you know it or not. You are a huge inspiration to other people simply by how you choose to live your life. You don't even have to be giving these people advice. You don't really have to be saying much to them. All you're doing is going out into the world, doing what makes you happy, and being yourself, and that light and that joy radiance out, radiates out of you, which leads us into this rainbow dragon card. Brings a leap of joy that opens new doors. Have trust, rediscover wisdom, expect miracles, and accept opportunities. You live your life with the expectation of miracles. You understand that, you know, in order for these things to happen to you, you have to believe them as a possibility. You know that if you don't believe in miracles, then of course they're never going to happen to you. But if you believe in the possibility of them, then why not, right? So you approach your life, you approach everything with the mindset that, like, why not you? Why shouldn't it happen to you? You know, why can't you be a multimillionaire? Why can't you be a billionaire? Why can't you get that job at that company that you really, really want? Why can't you go and take a 3-month vacation and be able to afford to do all the things that you want? Like, why can't you be able to provide the life for your kids that you want to be able to provide for them, the life that you never had? Um, that sort of thing. Like, you know that in order for it to be true, it first has to be true within you, right? It first has to exist as a possibility within you. Because the universe isn't going to give you anything that isn't a part of you already. So you accept that light and accept that truth, and you allow it to radiate out of you. And you walk around, with that joy, with that light shining through you, with those expectations of God, of spirit, of your angels, of your ancestors, the universe, your spirit guides, whatever it is you believe in, delivering these blessings. So you walk around so radiant, so beautiful, so sunshiny upon the world. Like, people cannot believe like how happy you are, how joyful you are, but it's not only that, but they feel it from within you, because it's an inner peace. It's an inner knowing. It's a deep calm that comes from within. It's something that's only possible through having a good connection with your spirit guides, with your angels, with God, whatever it is you believe in, which is beautiful. That's all I can see right now is like you just walking around living your life. Um, and you have like rainbows and sunshine shooting out of you, like this dragon here. And then Knight of Disc, gourmet chef. So maybe you like to cook. Maybe you are a chef. That's awesome. When am I coming over? No, but really, the Knight of Disc, the Knight of Pentacles, talks about a slow moving approach to the ultimate goal, which is being the King of Pentacles or the Ten of Pentacles. So you really, really take the time to put in all the effort, all the little details that you can into your work. Um, you understand that you can't rush something good like a gourmet chef, right? There's a reason why fast food tastes what it tastes like and costs how much it costs versus why gourmet food tastes what it tastes like and costs how much it costs, right? Um, and you always want to be serving up dishes that are of the highest quality, that is of a gourmet value. Not that McDonald's artificial, lab grown, chemical crap. um, you really take the time to source your ingredients and make sure that they are organic and this and that. And, we're just using the gourmet chef example, but this could be with anything in life, right? You really, really take the time to put in the meticulous details into things because you understand how important quality is. Um, you also might like a more luxurious life, is something I'm picking up, which is, hey, I mean, God bless, right? Sam's, Sam's. um, you got Child Eternal, determination to remain young in body, mind, and spirit, ability to see things with fresh eyes. So, a couple different things from this card. You taking care of yourself, taking care of your health is very, very important to you. Um, but also being able to take in the world from a fresh perspective is very important. When we get into the habit of living our lives day to day, we can really fall into the same patterns, the same routines. Um, let's say, like, you eat the same meals every day, every week. You go to the same places every day, every week. You hit up the same places at the same times every weekend. We can really, really fall into a habit. Um, and when we get ourselves into a certain routine, it can be very difficult to, excuse me, develop a new perspective. Just, just to be able to see things from another point of view can be very difficult because we're so cemented in this lifestyle, in this way of thinking, because we haven't had anything to break us out of these habits. So what I'm getting is that I feel like for you, you're very intentional about not forming habits to begin with. So you break up your routine intentionally. You try not to, like, let's say maybe you don't sleep on the same side of the bed every night. That way you don't get an indent on that one side of the bed, or you like to try new recipes. That way you're not eating ramen noodles every night, 5 nights a week, and you're not ordering takeout the other 2 nights, right? Um, you really like to keep things fresh, and you understand that by doing so, you're adding value to your life, which is beautiful because that's what we were really put here for. I mean, everybody was put here for to experience different things, but I think what Spirit really wanted for us was to experience an array of things, not to fall into such a monotonous routine that we're not able to think, too far outside ourselves, right? Yeah, and then that plays into this unexpected, surprising developments card. It's like, um, you love surprises, you love changes in your routine, you love when something comes and shakes things up for you, because it's like I'm getting kind of like a cat, like you're getting a chance to test out your reflexes, right? It's like like, or what I'm getting to, it's like let's say like you take a college athlete who hasn't been in their sport in a while, and like suddenly they get a chance, let's say, to like, I don't know, like teach their kid how to play this sport, and they're like, oh yeah, and then they get all geared up and they're excited to go do this thing, and like um you're like, yeah, now I get to test out my reflexes again. Like you you love taking on surprises, and you love taking on challenges as they come, because to you it's almost like a video game. Like life could be like a video game to you, or getting these challenges could feel like a video game to you, and like maybe at the end, after everything's all said and done, you kind of evaluate yourself, like, okay, how did I do? Like you give yourself a score, like A, B, or C, or 100 points for this and minus 50 points for this, or kind of thing. Like it's a game to you because you understand that life is about improvements, and life is about challenges, and life is about seeing how you handle certain things and do certain things and go about, your business and about your day, and are you able to tackle different things, and you're just up for it. And your spirit guides love you for that. Yeah, dropping shields, divine love, your heart is healed, higher heart activation. You're a very, very loving person. Your heart chakra is very open. You you have a home for the people that need it inside of you, for sure. And you definitely, like, you keep the fireplace warm, for people. And like, I don't know why this is what I'm being shown by spirit. It's like I'm being shown like your heart is like a cozy little home, and like you're just opening up the door, and you're bringing in somebody from the rain, and you're helping them out of their wet clothes, and you get them a fresh pair of fresh clothes, and you put on a blanket over them, and you sit them by the fire. Then you go and get them some hot tea, and then maybe fix them up a little snack, and then you sit down with them and talk about their problems with them. Like, you are just like, your heart is a home for people. um and that's really, really nice. It's really, really cute. You're such a loving, caring person, Al, too. And then crystal skull wisdom, this is just speaking more to your connection with your spirit guides, but also I'm picking up like your intuition, like your third eye chakra feels pretty open, so you could be getting visions and downloads. Yeah, nice, and you stay connected to the higher realms with high vibrational energy. Very nice. Let me pull you some tarot cards. If this reading resonated with you so far, don't forget to leave a like, leave a comment down below. I really love seeing how these readings resonated with you. If you're on Twitch, I'm on Twitch too. The information is down in the description box. Also, if you'd like to book a personal reading, the information is down below as well. If you're sensitive to noise at all, you might want to turn down the volume just while I shuffle these cards. Spirit, what is my pile two? Or why are you proud of my pile number two, please? Spirit guides of my pile two. Why are you proud? Pile two. Okay, so we got the Seven of Swords, the King of Cups, the Three of Pentacles, and the Nine of Swords. So with the Seven of Swords, what Spirit is saying is that they are so proud of how not deceitful you are. Um, I feel like for you, it's very hard or nearly impossible for you to tell a lie. Like you might be able to tell a lie, like if you really, really need to, but it feels super, super painful. Um, like it's so hard for you to be dishonest. Like it just pulls and tugs at your soul. Um, which is so cute. Like you're so sweet, pile two. And Spirit is so proud of you for that. But it feels like you have always been that way. And then with the King of Cups, Spirit is really proud of you. One, for being able to feel your emotions, for being, in tune with your emotions, understanding what it is your emotions are. But the other reason why Spirit is proud of you is you don't allow your emotions to get out of control. And let's say like if they feel out of control internally, you're sort of able to process it in a way that it doesn't materialize in the physical world. Like it doesn't create chaos. There's no outward manifestation of it. It's like you feel it, you process it, and you let it go. Spirit wants me to remind you that, we're not perfect. We're humans. We came here to have a human experience. So don't hold it against yourself when these unwanted feelings crop up. Um, it's just a part of, your journey. It's just a part of one of the reasons why you came here to this earth was to learn how to process and deal with these emotions, and you're doing an amazing job. Don't be so hard on yourself. And the Three of Pentacles is going back a little bit to this Knight of Pentacles over here. Yes, you're good at planning. You're good at having a lot of foresight when it comes to your plans, your projects, the things that you are working on. But you're also really, really good at collaborating with others, working with others. You're good. I'm getting that you're a good leader and you're good at helping and allowing others to find their roles and find roles that will allow them to flourish. So you play everybody to their strengths, So like if Bobby is weak in one thing but Sally is strong in the other, Sally's going to be doing this and Bobby's going to be doing, something else, sort of thing. Um, and you give people confidence in their strengths and abilities, which is beautiful. And then with the Nine of Swords, I'm not gonna lie, this is a little bit. It starts off a little bit heavy because I do feel like overall you might end up in a Nine of Swords type energy frequently, or you have in the past at least. It doesn't feel like so much it's an issue for you now. Maybe overthinking does become an issue a little bit here and there. It happens to the best of us. That's totally fine. Um, but what I'm getting is it's like whenever it is that you are or have been in the Nine of Swords energy, you are able to um, absolutely conquer it. So it didn't have hold over you for too long before you were able to fight it and push through it. So the Nine of Swords, if you're not familiar, is somebody who is in bed and they can't sleep because they have so many thoughts in their head that is weighing on them so heavily that it's kind of just driving them crazy. And what I'm noticing in this particular Nine of Swords that I've never seen before, there's actually a small picture of the Five of Swords here in the background. So maybe in the past you've had a habit of really holding on to things that people have done to you. Um, but you've learned how to transmute that and let that go. You understand now that when somebody does something against you or to hurt you or they act a certain way toward you, it really has nothing to do with you. It has absolutely everything to do with them, that person, their insecurities, their fears. That they need to make somebody else feel inferior, feel less than, so that they can feel just a little bit better about themselves. So you were able to move past that energy, um, which is beautiful. I know a lot of people tend to struggle with that. So good job, pile number 2. Let me pull you an affirmation card before you go. Spirit, can I have an affirmation for pile 2, please? I am grateful for all that I have and all that I am. Being grateful is such a wonderful gift you can offer yourself. Take 5 minutes each day and reflect on what you are grateful for. Thank you so much, pile number two, for being here with me today. I hope you guys are having a fantastic start to the new year. I hope you all are happy and safe. Um, I hope to see you guys on Twitch if you're on Twitch. And if not, I hope to see y'all in the next one. Bye. Hi, Pile 3. Welcome to your reading. Today we're looking at why your spirit guides are proud of you. So I pre-shuffled out some oracles. And then we will pull some more cards as we go along. All right, so we got poet. Expresses soul insights in symbolic language. Mentor, passing on wisdom and refining a student's character. Ripe fruits. Restraint, playing within the rules. The emerald tablet activation, cosmic ordering, divine alchemy, conscious manifesting. Surrender. Silver dragon illuminates your potential with higher light. Help is on the way. And the journalist with the Prince of Wands. Beautiful. Okay, so first of all, you have Moet, poet, mentor, and the journalist here, which to me is really, really saying that you really have a way with words. Pile number 3. Whether you do write poetry, or you write stories, or you are a journalist, or you um, are in a position where people have to look up to you or take instruction from you for whatever reason. You really, really have a beautiful way with words. Pile number 3, that it's really a gift. Um, you understand things from a soul level, and because you connect to everything from that soul level, not even just like things that people would consider like quote unquote important, things that are even more mundane, you understand at a soul level, and because of that you're able to express it differently than what most people would. And you're able to shine a light on things and give people a perspective on things that they normally wouldn't have. And you do it beautifully. Pile 3. And in this life, in your many lives, I'm getting, you've really learned a lot. You've gained a lot of wisdom, and you have a lot to teach. And you are not shy about sharing that knowledge. You'll give it to anybody who'll listen, because you understand that value. And I feel like for you, a lot of these lessons were lessons that were learned the hard way. You didn't have somebody there to teach you, to guide you, to show you the right way, to point out the books for you that you needed to read or anything like that. Your lessons are all hard earned, and you want to help people as much as you can and help to prevent them from having to learn things the hard way too. Um, which is beautiful. Yeah, and like that plays into this ripe fruits card. It's like now, because you've dealt with all the difficult things, because you've gone through so many tough lessons, you're reaping the ripe fruits of life, or you're starting to now. If you haven't started to see so already, it's definitely coming in for you. Um, And it's because you have such a beautiful perspective on life that you're able to reap such ripe fruits from the environment and from the universe, from the spirit, from your spirit guides. Um, and then you're able to give those fruits to others, right? What's the thing from the Bible? Or I guess the quote from the Bible is "Become fishers of men," right? Or what I'm thinking of is or is it from the Bible? I don't know. It's either I can catch a fish for you and then you eat dinner tonight, or I can teach you to fish and then you can eat for a lifetime, right? So you give people the tools that they need in order to feed themselves, in order to reap the fruits for themselves. You're like, yeah, I could give you this apple, or I could give you these seeds, right? And you're very, very fair. You don't ever step outside of the rules. It wouldn't ever occur to you to do anything illegal or shady, or step outside the rules to get what you want. You know that, rules are there for a reason. Um, and you can absolutely have everything that you want by following the rules. You don't have to bend and break things um, in order to get the things that you want. And with this restraint card here, it's like you have good ability to restrain yourself. It's like, yes, maybe you want to go and buy those new shoes for $250, but do you really need those shoes? Like, do you really, to go with your all your 500 other pairs of shoes? Like, like, or well, maybe that's not a good example because that's not good restraint if you already have 500 pairs of shoes, but you know what I mean. Like, you're able to hold yourself back from doing anything extra or anything unnecessary. You have good restraint. You don't stop yourself from having fun necessarily, but you don't go out of your way to spend carelessly or to be reckless, or you only want, to produce good things in your life, and you only want to put energy and invest in things that are good and that are of a high frequency. And karma is real. And doing things negatively or against anybody builds up negative karma. So you're not about to do that. And you're very intentional about the things that you want to manifest. You are a master manifester here with the ripe fruit card too, with the fruits at the fingertips. You have the ability to produce whatever you want out of life, and you know this. Um, so yes, you do that for yourself, but I feel like for you, the biggest thing that you want to do is to teach others and to help give them the tools to do so. Because you're like, yeah, I can do stuff for me, but I'm all right. Like, don't worry about me. I'll do for me what I need to do for me. But let me go ahead and help these folks out. And this surrender card here, you're very good at feeling the stillness, at embracing the quiet. Nothing gets solved or when there's too much chaos in our minds, right? And too much chaos in our lives. We can feel very uneasy, very unsteady. Um, like what's the saying? Like still waters run deep, right? Um, so there's a lot of people in the world today that they can't be without noise. They can't be without distraction. for any fraction of time, because God forbid that they would have to be alone with their own thoughts for a second, like, oh my God, what a worse fate. Like, there's no worse fate in life than for me to be alone with my thoughts. Oh, but it's true. Like the society that we live in today has really fostered a world, especially if you live in America, where I live, um, where you're constantly looking for the next thing, looking to be fed the next thing. A lot of people can't just sit with themselves, sit with their thoughts, sit with their quiet. They always have to have something going, the music, the TV, the TikTok, the videos, right? There always has to be something. You appreciate the stillness, you appreciate the quiet, you know how necessary that is to solve problems, to not only solve problems but to find peace, right? Peace is very important to you, which is so good. With the silver dragon card, what I'm getting is that you're very tapped in. Yeah, and this help is on the way card. You're very tapped in to the way that the universe works. You're tapped into your spirit guides, your angels, your ancestors. It feels like, with this card in particular, access untapped resources, you might just be starting to unlock these more spiritual gifts. Like, maybe you've always been good at manifesting, but just because somebody manifests doesn't mean that they're practicing any kind of divination or anything like that, or that they're receiving messages or downloads. So I think you have started receiving downloads and messages, and maybe you've had dreams about stuff before they happened and all that stuff. And these things are just starting to open up to you and unravel for you. Your spirit guides want you to know that more help is on the way. Stay open to any information that you see, any like books that people might point out to you to read, any YouTube videos or anything that might pop up that really catch your eye one day. Your spirit guides, your angels, your ancestors are sending messages and signs and informations to you to help you out um, on this journey. Uh, Bless, and I would love to hear how this journey plays out for you, Pal 3. If you remember this reading, come back and let me know. I would love to hear uh, more about how your intuition opened up for you. Um, so let's pull some tarot. If this reading resonated for you so far, don't forget to leave a like, subscribe, leave a comment down below. I really love reading the comments that you guys leave, and when you tell me how these readings resonate for you, I really, really love it. It really makes my day. If you're on Twitch, I'm on Twitch too. I would love to see you in my next stream. The information for that is down below as well. Also, my links to book a personal reading. If you're sensitive to noise, you might want to turn down the volume just while I shuffle the cards. All right, spirit guides of my pile. Number 3, please. Why are you proud of pile 3? Okay. We got the King of Wands, the Ten of Wands, the Hermit, and the Three of Swords. So, exactly what we were picking up with this poet card here. You got a lot of wands, so a lot of passion, a lot of creativity. So you definitely do some kind of art, whether it's poetry or maybe you paint. There's definitely a lot of creativity that comes from you that your spirit guides love, and they really want you to continue to put that forward into the universe. And with the King of Wands here, one of the reasons why your spirit guides are so proud of you, Pal 3, is because of your passion, your determination, your spirit. You have such a fiery, passionate um, spirit in your approach to life, your relationships, your business, your work, everything. You're very like go, 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 go. And then with this, with the drum, what I'm getting, it's like you keep the beat for everybody. um, you're on top of your stuff and on top of everybody else's stuff too, and it's easy for you. It's effortless for you. It's even fun for you. You make it fun for everybody else too. Like you get creative with it. And with this 10 of wands in particular, what I'm getting, it's like you take things that are hard and make them beautiful. You take the hard work, the hard lessons, and turn them into things of beauty, things that can spread joy and speak truth into people. Um, you don't let your you don't let your hard lessons be burdens. You take them as flowers and give them to other people, which is beautiful. Which is so beautiful, pile number 3. You're like, just because I went through this, just because I experienced this, doesn't mean that you have to do the same. Let me spare you. Let me spare you that rod. And with the Hermit card, you take your time to do your spiritual work. And you're not afraid of going into isolation and separating yourself from people, from the outside world, in order to do this spiritual work. Because for you, your inner world, your spirituality, is your foundation. That's your rock. Um, and if your foundation is cracked or if it's not sturdy, you know you need to fix that. Because without that, you don't have a home. So whenever it is, if you're having a challenging time spiritually, or if you are um, reaching a certain level in your spiritual growth, or you're going through an ascension, you will take the time to isolate yourself in order to explore that light. And so the influences of the outside world don't come to disturb you in your time of healing and of upleveling, which is really good. A lot of people are afraid to say no to other people, to say no to certain obligations, but you prioritize yourself always. And with this Three of Swords card, you've really, really done your healing work, Pal 3. I feel like you've gone through so much pain. Really a lot of pain, a lot of heartbreak. Um, but you have triumphed over it. You've conquered it. You've absolutely crushed it. You've taken heartbreaks that most people never would have experienced. Or, yeah. Like, I feel like the things that you have gone through are so out of the ordinary, um, that it would just be so unfathomable to a lot of people. And you absolutely crushed those lessons. Um, and you, like we've been saying this whole time, you've taken them and you've turned them into flowers. You've turned these arrows into flowers. And you want these lessons to be of use to other people. And they have been. So don't be afraid to keep speaking your truth, because what I'm getting is you really have been sowing wonderful seeds into people and really helping a lot of people transform these negative patterns, and help them heal a lot of trauma wounds, which is wonderful. Good job, Pal 3. Let me pull you an affirmation card before you go. Give an affirmation card, please, for pile number 3. I have the courage and strength to work through any challenge. How fitting. Challenges are blessings in disguise, and you will always find within yourself all the necessary resources to face them. You are capable of doing anything you set your mind to. Thank you so much, pile number 3, for being here with me today. I hope you all are having a fantastic start to your new year. I hope you all are happy and safe. Stay blessed. I hope to see y'all on Twitch if you are on Twitch, and if not, I hope to catch y'all in the next one. Bye.